Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've already been here, been watching my videos. I'm new to YouTube and I'm excited and a bit nervous and a bit stressed out about keeping it going. But it's just nice to adapt to this new hobby and be enjoying it so much and having so much time to choose what I want to share with you guys and feel out the vibe as well and allow myself to just receive the readings formats that I need so that you can get the message that you have summoned into your life. So today's reading is a reading that will involve three piles. And what we want to look into is what's happening for us in the next 3 months. What area of our lives is developing? What that we're putting energy into is growing, and this can maybe help to look into projects or stuff in your life that you've been hoping will develop and hasn't, or whatever stage it is at and whatever area of your life that is. We're going to look at the next 3 months in your life, and depending on which pile you choose, we'll see what is emphasized, because it might be that a lot of different areas of your life are developing, but this is where most of the energy is concentrated in and focused on. So you might resonate with one pile, you might resonate with two or three, you might resonate with neither. It's really important to tap into your own intuition and use your own methods to really decipher which messages are for you and which ones aren't. So, okay, let's get started. So, pile number one, this is an amethyst crystal. If this crystal calls to you, resonates with you, you may find some messages for you in this pile. Pile number two, this is a cat eye gemstone from Nepal. My mom recently came back from Nepal and she brought some beautiful gems. So, if this is calling you in, there may be some messages for you in this pile. Pile number two. And finally, pile number three, we got this moonstone from Nepal as well. It's not the traditional moonstone, it's a little different. But if this baby calls you in, there may be some messages for you in this pile. Okay, pile number one, this is your reading. We're trying out looking at the cards today, so let me know how this format feels to you. So pile number one, what is going on for you in the next few months, in the next 3 months? What area of your life is developing? Let's start with the tarot cards. Ooh, we got the Queen of Wands. We got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. We got the Five of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We got Anciano Caracol. When you accomplish recognizing yourself and loving yourself, you have found your truest teacher. And enjoy heaven on earth. Wow. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Enjoy heaven on earth. And then the last one says claridad, clarity. So, pile number one. With these cards, to me, Let's repeat them. Enjoy heaven on earth. When you accomplish recognizing and loving yourself, you have found your truest teacher, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, and clarity as a card. So, right now, it seems like what's going to be developing in the next 3 months is almost like your trust in yourself, the belief in yourself, the confidence with which you do what you do, and the passion. Like, I feel like if there was you almost like limiting um, how passionate you were perceived as, that is going out the window. Um, it seems like you're almost like recognizing who you are, acknowledging more of those aspects of yourself that are like a double-edged sword, right? Like something that can build as much as destroy, right? So you're looking at yourself, you're looking at your qualities and how that can be used to heal, as well as how that can be used as a weapon. When we recognize ourselves from that neutrality, what we are really observing is our own power. So when we are connecting to our own power from a place of neutrality, we are releasing any fear that we have of ourselves and our ability to conduct ourselves justly, lovingly, and with attention to detail and with responsibility. um, there is an emphasis on almost like viewing yourself as the boss. Maybe some of you are getting a promotion and you will be the boss. Maybe you are the boss, and you've been kind of dealing with an imposter syndrome or something like that. Maybe there was a period of time where you know, you felt like you were out in the cold, like things weren't working out in the prosperous ways you're used to and desired. And maybe that period of time made you question your own abilities and trust your own abilities, right? And so maybe this is about refocusing or like changing the way in which you're looking at yourself, the frame through which you look at yourself, to be from a more neutral place and therefore a more loving place towards yourself, a place that allows you to see your qualities and what you bring to the table from a very, very technical point. And so without judgment, then you can transform and apply. um, Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands again, it seems like you are passionate about what you are applying yourself to, and you have the experience, you have the knowledge to teach, to control, to rule over whatever it is that is your profession. Like master yourself as well. So it's like, again, reconfiguring the way in which we perceive ourselves to acknowledge our capabilities and transform, um, to grow whatever project we're putting ourselves into, whatever we see as our mission, right? I think clarity, it's like almost like regaining that clarity about who we are, almost like allows us also to connect clearly to what it is that we want to apply that power to, because we are capable of so much. So clarity around who we are, also it's almost like reflects and creates in return an ability to perceive clearly what it is that we want to apply that passion towards. So, whether you already know exactly what that is or not, the confidence in yourself will bring you to practice those things um, without holding back. And you'll end up just surprising yourself as well. So, Same with Anciano Caracol. When you accomplish recognizing and loving yourself, you've found your greatest teacher, your truest teacher. Um, it's also about calibrating our intuition, trusting ourselves in our judgments, and putting ourselves on a pedestal if others are already there as well. In our eyes. So trusting our own inner guidance and really, 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 really listening to our intuition and not just following along someone just because everyone else is doing so. Trusting our judgment because if we are clear on our intentions and are working on clarifying more and more what that looks like in action, then we can clearly see how others' actions align or deviate from our own intentions. So enjoy heaven on earth. It's also this like when you recognize yourself from that standpoint, then instantly you can perceive everything around you through that standpoint as well. Because if you are that person, then what is your lived experience? You are connecting to the world from that energy. And so if we are enjoying ourselves, we can in turn enjoy heaven on earth. What is heaven on earth for you today? How can you show yourself who you are today? You've already done so. So just allow yourself to tap into that and say it out loud. How do you act? How does the person you are act like? What do you practice? And what do you see yourself in the stuff you do without thinking? What energy do you see there? Is that someone who is also enjoying heaven on earth? Is that a reflection of that embodiment? And if so, or if not, how can we transform to better align to that? This is really, it seems like everything around you will transform as soon as you are just like your your biggest fan, your number one fan, like the first in person to recognize your abilities, what you're capable of, what you've done, the knowledge you carry, the wisdom that you channel. Um, as soon as you do that, everything around you will reflect that respect and admiration towards you, but grounded in reality, grounded in loving intentions, grounded in perceiving the love that you embody and act out. So, thank you so much, pile number one. This has been your reading. If you resonated, please feel free to leave a message below. Okay, if you chose the cat eye, then this is your pile two. Oh, oh, this is not pausing. Okay, pile number two. So let's start on this side with your tarot. Again, remember this reading is to tap into specifically you, pile two's next 3 months and what is developing in your life, what areas of your life you are expanding within. And yeah, so let's start with the tarot. We got the Wheel of the Year, the Queen of Wands again, and in the same spot as pile one. That's wild. We got the Eight of Cups, beautiful. And we got the Strength card, Eight of Cups, Wheel of the Year, Queen of Wands. We got el espíritu de la danza. Mueve, eres una estrella, una galaxia. Cuando te mueves, el universo se mueve también. The spirit of dance. Move. You are a star, a galaxy. When you move, the universe moves too. And then lastly, we got practice makes the master. Always do your best. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, The habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Practice makes the master. And then we got you are the joy. We got some beautiful energy here. So, this, for some reason, it does feel more dynamic. It feels like with the espíritu de la danza and being like, move, you're a star, you're a galaxy. I'm feeling different things. I'm definitely, with the wheel of the year, it seems like it's the end of a cycle. And this end of the cycle, that might actually make some people like move. That might mean for some people a move. Um, for some, I'm sensing like it said move, spirit of dance, like you might actually be dancers, and so what it's calling for is just like a deeper practice, like moving deeper into your dance practice or whatever it is that is calling for you to move your body. That might be dancing, that might be playing a sport, or that might be literally like traveling elsewhere. I think this is really about tapping into your own joy and calling. And if there's I'm feeling like there's like an inkling within you, within some of you. It's like this, like ants. Like there's a desire. There's a lot of energy that's like almost like trapped in the body, and there's a lot of desire to do something with that energy. So for some of you, what you might be expanding upon in the next 3 months is actually that connection to your own body. So just pleasing your body by moving. I see a lot of you going to the beach. I see a lot of you swimming. I see a lot of you like even like snorkeling. I see some of you on boats. I see you going to like hidden beaches or beaches that are kind of a little bit out of reach. I see you camping. I see you going to the city. I see you dancing at a club. Um, I see you on a plane traveling somewhere. I see you. I don't know why I just saw like Bali or some sort of um, like place where the water is like really light and like intense color. So this pile is definitely, it's about movement. With the Eight of Swords and the Strength, it feels like you almost were like at one, like you were in one place, one situation, one state of mind, um, for a long time. And it's like you were kind of like trapped in it. Like I feel like this is very much about like mobile constraints, feeling trapped, sometimes in your body, sometimes in a room, sometimes in a town, just feeling so like, even when you do have that ability but you are on a time crunch, and there's just like, yeah, time crunches, so there isn't the space to move physically as well. And also, I see some of you doing some astral traveling. So there's just, it seems like this Queen of Wands, this energy is tied to movement, but from a place of like emotional fulfillment. It's like something that would make you feel good, make you feel joyous, make you feel connected to your body, in love, in the frequency, in the state of love. Um, so yeah, for a lot of you, that means just travel, movement of different kinds. I feel with the strength for some reason in this spread, it's almost telling me like you have endured so much. You are someone that has proven to be resilient AF. Like you are someone that the storm will come and you'll be the tree, and it will blow and the water will like fall on you and push you, and you will bend but you won't fall, and you will always spring back up and stay in tune with the seasons. And that strength is admirable, and you've shown yourself that you can survive and move through and like experience circumstances that maybe others that you wouldn't wish upon your own enemy, right? But your ability to deal with that, and your strength, the strength that you have to cope and to survive, um, does not mean that then that is what you should do. It does not mean that then, because your strength is admirable, that you should stay there and continue to prove how strong and how much you can handle. I think this takes the shift is also, it's an emotional shift. It's like the if when we have the 8 of cups in other representations, you can see it as someone, it's like nighttime and someone is walking and they're in a journey at night by the sea. So it comes with a lot of emotional healing and like almost like moving on but emotionally. So if you were for a long time at a place where you felt like you were just almost like proving to yourself and others, wanted and unwanted, how capable you were to carry so much and to handle what others couldn't, you are done. You know your strength, but you choose enjoyment. You choose, yeah, to enjoy, to truly enjoy your life. So this emotional walking away, again, it might look like a physical relocation to some of you, but it comes with that change towards really diving deeper into your own passions. And I think a lot of you are called to develop a practice. So if there's something that you've tried or that you practiced for a while and then left, but it's almost like still calling you in, or some of you might be like getting random like YouTube recommendations to, or whatever recommendations, to watch like a certain sport or certain whatever that you never really thought about much. And even though it's completely out of your like zone of stuff that you care about, there's like something that keeps dragging you in. It's like allow yourself to dive into stuff that you didn't think that was for you, but now there's something in there calling you in. Allow yourself to see if, explore it and see if it resonates with you. It might not, but I think part of what you're being called to do is explore, to move through exploration, and to develop those practices, but that are in tune with your passions, because you do have, like you proved to yourself with the strength, like you have the capability to endure a lot. So might as well use that energy and that strength to do things that resonate with your soul, because like this paper says, like you are the joy. So since you are the joy, then first and foremost, like you must bring it to yourself, maybe to other people. It was like they were like they admired you, and it brought them in your eyes, it brought them some joy to see how much you could hold, and people being like, wow, like they're so strong, they are so, wow, like I wish I could do it and stuff. And maybe that brought you joy for some time to be perceived in that way, and it brought you joy to see people like and their emotional reactions and become inspired by you. But you don't exist to just be a role model. You exist to enjoy your life deeply. So let's refocus your energy back to your passions, I believe. So thank you, Pautu. This was your pile and your reading. Stick around if either of the other crystals call for you, and if not, thank you for being here. Have a good day. Okay, pile number 3. This is your crystal, the little moonstone from Nepal. If this one resonated with you, this is your reading. Okay, pile number 3. So again, we are focusing on what is happening in the next 3 months for you, what area of your life is developing, and yeah, what surprises are coming for you in the next 3 months. So let's start with the tarot. We got the Six of Wands, ooh, the Queen of Cups, Six of Wands, Queen of Cups. We got the Six of Wands again. Whoa, okay. Interesting. And then we got the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. Over here we got Bebé Máximo. Mueve tus estrellas. Recuerda que eres una estrella, que venimos a brillar, que somos luz, que nacimos solo para ser felices. Maximum baby. Move your stars. Remember that you are a star, that we're here to shine, that we are here to shine, that we are light, and that we were born just to be happy. And then we got say goodbye to sadness and drama. All the sadness and drama you've lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. It's take a moment and consider this. So, all the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. And then this last little paper says, kill it. Kill it. Wow. So, okay. This is, to me, this is mainly, I think, the message I'm going to share with you is about relationships. It's about the way in which you relate to others. So this starts also with yourself. The way in which we relate to ourselves and the way in which we treat others is directly connected, right? Um, so here, what I'm seeing first and foremost with say goodbye to sadness and drama, move your stars, like remember that we're here to be happy. Two Six of Wands and Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. So before, if before, and this resonates with the reading I did yesterday, yesterday's reading, one of the energies, it was a check-in to a connection. One of the energies was someone that felt like they had everything going for them, like they had all the pieces in check, and they were just missing this like romance connection to the person that they desire to be with. It doesn't have to be romance, it can be work, it can be whatever. It's like they had all their pieces in place except for that, as if they needed that other person to complete themselves and to have the perfect game, right? So what we're seeing here is that if you were once that person to relate it to others from a place of lack, as if they could fulfill you and make your life feel like complete, like you were missing someone to have a happily ever after, then that is completely transforming. What I'm feeling is like with the Six of Wands, it's someone that's coming from battle, right? It's someone that is being celebrated because of the job that they've done, and they're just, they're focused on their victory. They're focused on enjoying. I don't know if they're going to battle as well, if they're chilling after it, but they are committed to that mission, right? So with two Six of Wands, to me, it's like it's gonna be a really, really, really like it's almost like you're gonna be kind of hyper focused in the development of a project that's directed to your passion. It seems like I'm being called to say that there is like outside admiration for the work that you're doing. Like there's going to be a lot of recognition heading your way. And because you're going to be because you have decided to focus on that to fulfill yourself, and you're going to be so continuously fulfilled by that work. And the recognition is going to be coming from everywhere. It's like you're just going to be too busy to not just busy, but the energy that you're intaking and that you're consuming in your life is just going to be so fulfilling. There isn't going to be any space for a feeling of lack, and as if someone's absence was a hole in your life. With the Queen of Cups, it seems like if there was someone, for example, that you had a crush on or that you desire to develop like a long term thing with, it's like that love for that person still exists. You are no longer denying it or playing it down or doing any of that stuff. You are allowing that to continue to exist and to coexist with your passions, your development, and stuff. So there are no hard feelings about whether this is developing or not because this is developing. And so you're just grateful that you get to even feel that towards that person and that you are living such a joyous moment, such a prosperous moment in your life. Um, with the high priestess as well, it's like there's just like this um it's like beyond the veil, like what you are enacting in this world, and that's bringing you so much like recognition, and that is like transforming people's lives around you towards healing and love. Like that is something that is like almost like a spiritual practice of yours. So I feel this like spiritual fulfillment within you, that just even like your ability to recognize the connection to that person just makes you feel even more fulfilled. Like just reminds you of how you're already fulfilled, and that is a reflection of the state that you're already in. So I'm really feeling like you're just gonna be like so entrenched in your own projects, and like almost like getting like an ego boost from that, but because of how that practice is tied to like your spiritual fulfillment, that your connections are just going to be um either they add to your life or they subtract to your life, and you are okay with either, or no matter who it is. So if for a long time you were fixated on someone and hoping that they would act towards you in ways that you desire them to, then however it is that they're acting is no longer gonna affect how you are feeling, because you are spiritually fulfilled. So basically, matalo, like kill off that that feeling like you aren't complete unless that person, whoever it is that you're putting your energy, like your mind's eye on, like you no longer need their recognition, their presence, whatever, to feel fulfilled. And therefore, whether that person, stays or goes, if they did stay, you're connecting to them from a different energy point. And so that opens up a million new possibilities of how that relationship, that link between you can transform, is inevitably transformed. So it's just about observing how it is transformed. This is beautiful energy because, like, please, who doesn't want to say goodbye to sadness and drama? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a dramatic bitch, but I like drama that is doesn't hurt you and others, right? So, like, we can shift to entertain ourselves and each other, and you know, have a different connection to drama, have a different connection to sadness. Something that is like a zoom out of just like all of the interlocking like pieces of the universe that are almost like those emotions are like a puzzle piece, and they're the puzzle pieces, and so when it all comes together, it's just a beautiful scene, right? So being able to be that high priestess, to do that zoom out, to release a perception that keeps you in sadness and drama. So yeah, pile three. Thank you so much for being here. If this resonates and you want to let me know, I'd appreciate that. There's some other readings you might want to check out in case some other crystals call your attention as well. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for coming to this reading. I want to pull a final card for all of these piles and just a message that we can leave this reading with to, you know, be it like a parting point, like departure point for this new energy that we are incarnating so that we can exist in the realities we desire. So here it is. Spirit guides, ancestors, creator, thank you so much for today's reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a channel through which whoever's watching this can connect to their own wisdom. And so here's the final message for all of us. It says, sit or stand tall, hands in front of solar plexus, palms facing you. Inhale, arms out to sides, palms forward, heart wide. Exhale to round, hands to heart. Repeat 3 times. This is who I am when I am in my power, when I cultivate my soul force. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Siete. I am available for private readings by donation in Spanish and in English. So hit me up.